Better not pick out that hole. All the other things in my pocket might fall into it. That's out of the question. Barrel of fish sticks. This is one of those sticks of fish-flavored cat food. But what are they doing in that barrel?
It's much easier to use real fish. Har! After all, it has the same characteristic smell, but it putrefies much more slowly.
Bet you want a cracker, don't you?
The captain made me stop asking for them.
How did he do that?
He made me try one. Those crackers are really awful.
So, just how do you parrots nurse your young? Would you rather not answer that? I guess you just don't know the answer, right? Come on, say something!
Like what?
I don't know, whatever comes to your mind.
Polly's hungry.
What's your favorite food?
Well, I'd sell my stuffed mother's body for a shrimp canapé. Polly loves shrimp canapés.
I don't suppose you've seen a purple dog.
No. And have you seen a psychiatrist?
Funny. Very funny. I bet you know all kinds of great jokes.
Yeah, listen to this. A girl tells her friend, by the way, you know my husband and I have got divorced. And her friend says, I can't believe it. You were such a great couple. And the first girl answers, he had some unbearable habits. For instance, he always stirred his tea and coffee with his left hand, even in public. And what's wrong with that, replies her friend. Well, most people use a teaspoon.
You're great! Come on, tell me another one!
Okay, two little girls are playing together, and one of them says, guess what? Yesterday I found a condom on the veranda. And the other girl says, what's a veranda?
Boy, what a great sense of humor for a bird. I bet you know even better ones than that.
Well, yes, I do. A guy goes into the store and says, I'm looking for a shirt for my brother. So the salesman says to him, like the one you're wearing? And the guy answers, no, a clean shirt.
Ha ha ha! Awesome. Tell me another.
I wonder if you heard this one. Why did God create blondes?
I don't know. Why?
Sheep were no good at getting the beer out of the fridge.
Ha ha ha! Getting the beer out of the fridge. Please, just one more.
All right, listen to this. Why did God create brunettes? Because the blondes were no good at getting the beer out of the fridge either.
Funny, but true. Polly, that's a most imaginative name for a parrot.
And what do you expect from a bunch of illiterate pirates who call a man named Willie with one leg, one-legged Willie? Or a pirate with a black beard, Blackbeard?
I guess you're right. Imagination isn't one of their strong points.
Better believe it. Personal hygiene isn't either.
Bye-bye, pretty Polly.
Alarm! Captain, alarm!
Oh, hey there, little bird. Don't shout.
A landlubber is attempting to enter your cabin.
By the blowholes of a billion blue whales. Har! If he tries it again, love, just call me. I'll have him hung from the mainmast.
Yo ho, Polly is my name. A treasure hunt and we...
I know it's none of my business, but I was wondering what was bothering
Just
you.
1 minute. It'll be on the table before you can say...
That's easy. Tomorrow morning, only a few hours from now, I have to do an inauguration ceremony for a new fast food pet chain. Nothing special about that. After all, it's my job. But the winner of the Employee of the Month award here in this stupid fun fair still hasn't come by to pick up the reward for his dedication and diligence. So I can't go home.
You wouldn't be able to go home anyway. The park boss has locked us all in here.
What?
Didn't you hear the announcement?
Well, actually, until just a little while ago, they were holding a burping contest here in the tavern, and so...
Oh, I see.
The boss is going to have to pay me overtime, that's for sure.
And what are you going to do now?
I'll keep on waiting for the Employee of the Month, unless they unlock the gates.
I don't want to have to share the chicken with my great-grandchildren. Dash it!
Hold on, buddy. Just 1 minute more.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what you said 2 minutes ago.
Excuse me, Mr. Gatekeeper.
Don't bother talking to me. I'm just one of the background characters.
Okay.
What the heck are you trying to do?
Well,
You try just one more time. I say just one more time to reach out your filthy hands in the direction of my rear end, and I swear I'll carve my name into the back of your neck with a pickaxe. You got it?
But no, there's been a misunderstanding. I only wanted to...
You've been warned! Tell me, bartender, is the chicken still scratching around under your feet?
Just you keep quiet.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Hey, you there. Didn't you read the sign?
I would have liked to, really, but I'm afraid that due to my dioptric failure,
Sure, that's what they all say.
Well, where's my dinner?
Just 1 minute. It'll be on the table before you can say hexaoctahedron.
Hexa. Ah, the heck with it.
Good evening, Mr. Pirate.
No, it isn't.
Pardon me?
It isn't a good evening. Not at all. It's an awful evening. Just like all the others. The world is a disgusting place. The human race is revolting, and I'm so awfully sad. I bet you're just as revolting as everyone else.
If you're referring to the state of my undergarments, you're right.
Oh,
Wanna talk?
sure, why not?
May I ask why you're so low?
To tell the truth, it's a long story. A very, very long story. A tale of blood and rum and faulty radar.
Maybe you could just give me the short version.
Well, the short version is this. What you see before you is a ruined man. Maybe I just wasn't meant to be a pirate. Cutting throats, boarding ships, numbing yourself to the trials of life aboard ship with alcohol and all that. Along with my growing lack of enthusiasm for the profession, I began to experience a feeling of disgust with life in general. And I found that all human feeling had died in my breast.
Enough to bring on an embolism.
And so here I am, hunched over this sordid bar, so hardened to cruelty and indifference that, sad as I am, I cannot shed a single tear. After all those years at sea, I'm beginning to think that I've completely lost my ability to feel emotion. I wonder if I can still shed real tears.
Perhaps it would help if you told me something about what happened.
Well, I don't know about that.
My mother always said, what doesn't kill you is good for you.
Was she some sort of philosopher?
No, but she was an awful cook. What I meant was, it won't do you any harm to tell me about a few episodes from your life at sea.
Well, okay. I could tell you how I broke my leg on the Icelandic course.
You bet.
So listen up. It was a dark and stormy night, and there I was lying sleepless in my bunk as the storm raged and the ship rolled.
And let me guess, as the ship rolled and dipped, you were thrown off your bunk and broke your leg.
Well, not exactly. I've always suffered from insomnia. The next morning I woke with an awful headache and climbed up into the crow's nest for my shift on watch.
Oh, I see. Suffering the tortures of an unbearable headache, you lost your balance and precipitated from your post at the top of the mast.
By the blowholes of a billion whales, no. I got up to the top and, well, for a couple of hours, nothing much happened. Until my sleepless night and the warm afternoon breeze made my eyelids as heavy as 2 cannonballs.
So you fell asleep, dropped from your post, and broke your leg when you hit the bridge, right?
Well, not quite. While I was sleeping, another pirate ship approached us, moving in on the tide so that I couldn't see it at all. We only realized it was there when they opened fire.
I bet you were hit right on the leg by a cannonball, right?
Not at all. The cannonball missed the Wimpy Whale, our ship, by about 10 yards. But the trouble began when they boarded us. There were at least 4 of those crazy Spaniards for every one of our men.
And in the heat of battle, you were sorely wounded.
No, not yet.
Ah, come on, get to the point. How the heck did you break your leg?
You won't believe this, but in the end, I had to smash it in myself.
Zoinks! Did you ever think of getting a puppy?
Getting a pet was the first thing I thought of, and for a couple of months I kept Miguel, my little leech, stuck to me right here where I have this tattoo now.
And then what happened?
I haven't the faintest idea, but one morning I woke up and found him lying belly up in a pool of blood right next to my bed.
I can imagine the scene.
And I bet you can also imagine that the whole thing didn't make me feel any better.
I guess you've never had another pet since.
Yeah, well, I gave up pets for a whole year after that, but then I decided to try raising a tapeworm in my gut. But after a while, it came to the point where it was either me or him, so...
Oh, that must have been tough.
You're telling me, especially as I couldn't even let it all out and have a good cry. You remember the movie called The Pet?
How could I forget it? It's the big topic of discussion in most of my sessions with my shrink. So, where'd you get that tattoo?
I'm not sure exactly. I woke up one morning after passing out in the port of Bilbao, and there it was, on me arm.
Wow! I'm sorry, but I have to go now. My purple dog, though some call him a tapir, could be in terrible danger somewhere out there. And it's quite likely there's a maniac alien calmly sacking the city while I'm sitting about in here.
A maniac alien? Your purple tapir? What are you talking about? Listen here, pal. Whatever it is you're on, take only half a dose next time, okay?
Have you tried chopped onion?
Let me think. Turpentine, artichokes, diaper pins. No.
Give it a chance.
But I'm shedding tears again. This is the happiest day of my life. By the blowholes of a billion blue whales. So there are still human feelings hidden deep down inside this repugnant old jailbird. My eyes can still shed tears. What's your name, anyway?
My name is Tough. Tony Tough.
I don't know how to thank you, little Tony. This evening you've taught me that it doesn't matter how long our emotions lie dormant within us. Smoldering like embers under the ashes, a single chopped onion is enough to awaken them again. Darn it. And here I am, weeping. Innkeeper, a drink for my friend here.
So what'll the sap have?
I don't suppose you have any of that stuff that comes in those funny cartons. You open it and...
Doesn't matter. All we have is rum anyway.
Drink to my health, Tony Tough. And thank you once again.
Come on now! My stomach is starting to digest itself!
Hey, bud. I don't go telling you how you should do your job now, do I? By the way, I think you should always turn the key twice in the lock. You never know.
Will you just shut up? Step up and challenge me to the 13 Pumpkins game.
Hi.
Hi, wanna play?
Listen, when do you think...
Hey, I'm not paid to listen to people's problems. That's the bartender's job. Well, at least it was, until he accidentally poured drain cleaner into the glass of some guy who was telling him all about how he'd wasted his life. You know, he got distracted, talking away with this guy, and, well, you know how these things happen.
No, actually I don't.
Well, it doesn't concern you anyway.
I'd like to play.
I think you'd better learn the rules first, don't you think so?
That won't be necessary.
Okay then. So, ready to be humiliated?
I'm ready whenever you are. Let's play.
You go first, mental midget.
You dug your own grave, Pipsqueak. Push one of these two buttons. It's just like I always say. Try, and you'll be sure to fail.
Step up, folks. It's free.
Here I am again.
You're here for another game?
But if the game is free, how do you make money?
Oh, the park boss pays my salary. It's a tough job, but I chose it myself.
There must be some good things about it.
Oh, yeah, humiliating dozens of blockheads each night with my superior intelligence is most satisfying.
And what if you lose?
What, me lose?
I was speaking hypothetically, of course. I'd like to play again.
I think you'd better learn the... Okay, so... You go...
Your turn, Rudd. So, where's your sarcasm now, Mr. Genius?
But...
And there's a couple of other things I'd like to know, such as where's the rest of your body? Or, now that I've won, where's my prize?
Here it is.
I've lost! I've lost!
You only have yourself to blame. Thanks.
But...
Excuse me.
But...
Poor guy. It's the best he could do to speak in monosyllables. It must have been a truly traumatic experience for him.
But...
Are they biting? Every desire is rooted in a need, a lack, or in suffering, and is therefore bound to give rise to a pain. Don't you think so? That's exactly why man, as the most highly developed expression of the will to live, has more needs than any other being. Man is nothing more than an incarnation of need. I could stand here looking at him forever, but there's no way you're going to hear me say something dumb like, early bird gets the worm. Or, oops, too late. I'll find you a nice home, okay, little guy? It says, lost cat. With the finder, please return it, alive or embalmed, to the old lady in room 207. Owner is offering a generous reward. Can't afford to get lost. It's a jungle out here. Teletransport energy.